Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Just now Pandit Ji told us that because of many good deeds in our life in the past, that means not in this life, in the past life, we have done something very good. And the result of our good quality life, what do we get? That's the question. So what do we get depends upon what is valuable for us. See? For example, if somebody is having some disease, so what is the most valuable thing for him is medicine. If somebody is hungry, the most valuable thing for him is food. If somebody is thirsty, the most valuable thing is water. See? Therefore, we are blessed. This can be understood with reference to what is important for us. See? Make it very clear. A person who doesn't have a job, for him the most important thing is getting a job. Now, all these things belong to this world. And we have all gone through good and bad experiences. And then we are all expert in blaming others for all the problems of our life. If I am a husband, thank God I am not. If I am a husband, the cause of my miseries is my wife. If I am a father, the cause of my misery is my kids, children. What will be my approach to life? I, as a husband, will try to improve the wife. This is called as Ashakyanushthan, impossible undertaking. And the whole life we will be spending only in that. See, friends, therefore, our scriptures tell us how to think properly. The first step that is required to be understood by us, then we are solely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Nobody is responsible. See? I keep on eating like a glutton and then go on putting huge weight on my body. And then I complain, see, people give me too much of food and therefore I am going fat. They are giving, but you are not a buffalo. You have to decide how much you should eat. See, friends, Therefore, our scriptures tell us, stop blaming the world for your miseries in life. How important it is. So what will happen? Next step. Next step will be, then who is responsible for my miseries of life? Then it is me who is responsible, not anybody else. How important it is. Now when I have accepted it theoretically, I am responsible for my miseries of life, then I will start working on myself. And it is for this purpose our scriptures and our teachers, Mahatmas, they tell us this. See, in India, the number of psychiatrists, practitioners is very less. And if you go to USA or the overdeveloped countries, I was recently in USA before coming here. And one of our Indian living in USA asked me this question, Swamiji, how do you define India versus America? I said, I define it in a very simple way. India is a poor country with rich people. America is a rich country with poor people. Basic difference. See, friends. So, such a frustrated husband, he came to me and he said, Swamiji, I don't know why I am so unlucky to have a wife like her. What should I do? How to improve her? I said, divorce, throw her out. Why you are worried about it? He said, no, I can't divorce. Why? Because she is earning and I am not earning. See? But then why she is like that? Bossing and bullying me every moment. Now he has come to me with a problem, so I had to solve that problem. So I said, look here. In the last life, you have tortured her. And she being a Punjabi, she was doing Karwa Chauth. And therefore, she has taken a vow to take revenge for next 7 lives, not 1 life. So she is not going to leave you. But now I don't remember what torture I have given to her. You may not remember, but Bhagwan's computer doesn't fail. It is there already. Then what is to be done? I said, yes, first of all, you stop blaming her. What you are getting is your karma phala. This is what Panditji told. Because of the good deeds in the past, we get attracted towards satsanga. Binu hari kripa mile nahi santa. Banta mil jata hai. Santa nahi milta. Therefore, then what should I do? He asked me this. I said, look here. Hereafter, behave properly with her. See? Now, how to behave properly? I said, that also I had to tell you. He said, you tell me, you know everything. I said, okay. I have got a very simple rule for the relation between husband and wife. When the wife is talking, husband should keep quiet. And when the wife is quiet, husband should not talk. There will be peace at home. And when there is peace everywhere, you have understood all spirituality. Constantly argument and this and that. No, don't do that. Therefore, be attentive. What is the most valuable thing for us in life? Is it money? Is it wife? Is it children? Is it property? Is it nationality? What is the most important? Most important thing for all of us is only peace of mind. Once you are aware of this, and once you are accepting this fact, that the most valuable thing in our life is our peace of mind. Those who get disturbed because of others, they are the fools of the highest order. Now, once we have come to this point, then the second point comes. So if we are solely responsible for everything in our life, then we have to start working on ourselves. See? Then the second question comes. Working on ourselves means what? See? So our personality, we have to analyze. Our personality has got three components. One is the body, second is the speech, third is the mind. Now about body we can do nothing. See? Because it is manufacturer's defect. You can't do anything. Whatever we have, it is like that. Therefore, what can be done by us by the body? To find out what do we do with the body? With body, we do karma, actions, some kind of activity. So what should be the way that how do we perform in this world? See? Now be very attentive. Whenever we do something in our life, our calculation is, if I do this, what will I get? See? Like, the devotees come to the temple. In Vrindavan, I was there. And before Bihariji temple. And when I was coming out, one person, he must have heard me somewhere. He asked me, Swamiji, what do we get by chanting Lord's name? Why we should chant Lord's name? What do I get? I asked him, are you a Baniya? What do I get? If this is our calculation, we are on the wrong track. See, friends. Therefore, let us change our attitude towards life. Instead of doing anything, in keeping this in view, what will I get? Instead of that, you analyze your own life. Whatever we do or we do not do, there are only two expressions of life. One is activity, second is withdrawal. Now, everything that we do in life, we do for what? See, you can come in the front and sit down. You also can come in the front. I don't get disturbed. I am disturbance proof. Because I have seen that even when the people sleep, I can talk. So, every action of our life is aimed at only seeking happiness. Now tell me, all of you are married. Who gets married to become miserable? Has anybody ever thought, hey, I want to get married to become miserable? No. Everybody gets married to become happy. The further story, you know, I have no authority to talk on that. So, all our activities getting involved in the world is seeking happiness. Then we want to correct our mistake. Doing mistake is not wrong, but not correcting them is wrong. So there are some wise people, they correct their mistake and then they seek divorce. So divorce is also what? Withdrawal. So life has got these two expressions. One is involvement, second is withdrawal. So marriage is done for getting happiness. Then divorce is done also for getting happiness. Now what is the principle we have to learn? The principle is we are all seeking happiness one way or the other. See? There are some people like me who believe in a very simple rule. Keep the stomach full, head empty. This is my rule. I don't observe any upavas, no fasting. See? And there are other people, they keep on observing so many fasts. Monday, Shivji, Tuesday, Hanumanji, Wednesday, Santoshi Mata, Thursday, Guru Maharaj, Friday, Tirupati Balaji, Saturday, Hanumanji, Sunday, Ekadashi. And they don't eat, and then become so cranky and miserable, make everybody disturbed. Instead of that, keep your stomach full and head empty, relax. See? So those who eat food for seeking happiness, those who do not eat food seeking happiness, in short, every expression of our life is we are seeking happiness. See? So body is engaged in karma or activity. Now what we have to understand? These are the basic things, friends. Instead of seeking happiness, if we are expressing happiness through the same body, the whole life will change. See? So, every action, take a simple action. We get up in the morning to get into work. But if we start our day in a happy mode, your whole day will be lived in a beautiful manner. But normally what happens? The sleep is over naturally. We don't have to do anything for the expiry of our sleep. Sleep is over. Problem comes to get out of the bed. And there we are rolling on the bed like a pig. And then with great difficulty, the nature comes to our help. And then by nature's call, we go to the bathroom. If there is no nature's call, I don't think we'll get up at all. See, friends, therefore, begin your day in an inspired mode. And if we are living an inspired life, we will never be bored in life. This is the first instruction given by Bhagwan Sri Krishna to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita. When Arjun was crying, Katham Bhishmamaham Sanket Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubi Pratiyotsyami Pujarha Varisudana. Hey Krishna, how can I kill Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya? They are worthy of worship, not worthy of killing anybody. Please tell me. Now, when you are on the battlefield and in this negative mode, so what Bhagavan Krishna did, he did not appreciate his sympathy at the wrong place. And therefore, he was banged. Klaibyamma samagama partha. Arjun, don't yield to impotency. What is impotency? Lack of inspiration. Begin your day in an inspired mode. See, friends, that is what devotion is. See, friends, that is why in our scriptures we are told, begin your day in the Brahma Muhurta, and when you get up early morning, finish your morning ABCD, and then finish your bath, etc., and then chant the Lord's name, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, at least one mala. See? Be very attentive, I am taking it deeper. Why there is so much emphasis given in our scriptures that we should begin our day early in the morning? What is the reason? See, our Upanishad, our Bhagavad Gita, what they are getting by our waking up early in the morning, they don't get anything. But why they are emphasizing? Now here is a secret, be attentive. We all have a common experience in deep sleep. We are all happy. Now what is the reason we are happy in the deep sleep? Because in deep sleep, following things are to be observed. First of all, we don't have a sense of limitations. Second thing, we don't have a sense of otherness. And third thing, we are nobody. Three things. Our waking experiences are different. Our dreams are different. But our sleep is common. Recognize this basic principle of life. See, you must have seen the small kids are told, look here, when you sleep, you should not face your feet to the south. That is not good. Therefore, face your feet to the north or the east or the west. Okay? So the child sleeps like that. After he sleeps, like the clock hands, he keeps on moving. Now, which is south and which is north, which is east and west? Because he is no more anybody, he is nowhere, and he has nothing else other than himself. And that is the reason we are happy in the sleep. So be attentive. After we come out of the sleep, before becoming anybody, finish your spiritual practice. How important it is. This is the foundation of spiritual life. These 1 or 2 experiments we conduct in every talk. Try this. Become husband or wife and think for 1 minute as husband and as wife. Think. Stop. Now become parents or children and think as parents or as children. Think. Stop. Now the concluding experiment. Remain as nobody. Don't become anybody. And now think. Over. Now let us analyze this experiment. When you became husband and wife, what was the theme of your thoughts, wife or husband? When you become parents or children, the theme was children or parents. And when you are nobody, no thoughts. And therefore, when we are in a nobody status in the deep sleep, we get up early morning, finish morning things before we become anybody. That is our time. See? When your children have to go to school, when your other people are to do something, that time you do meditation, you are doing a crime. You should work in your time, not in somebody else's time. See? And it is for this purpose we are told, begin your day early in the morning so that your spiritual practice is meaningful. See? We are taking the mala in the hand and the child has to be dropped to the school and the child will wait 2 minutes. Cartoon of spirituality. See, friends, therefore, instead of seeking happiness in life, start expressing happiness. So all the spiritual practice begins with our body. And the body should be available to us. The problem is that there is no issue as regards availability of the body. Issue is ourselves. See? Getting out of the bed is the biggest problem. Therefore, in one Upanishad, there is a mantra which says, Uttishtata Jagrata, Prapya Varan Nibodhata, Shurasya Dhara, Nishita Duratya, Durgam Pathastat Kavayo Vadanti. Uttishtata, first of all, get out of the bed. Then Jagrata, then awake. Because getting out of the sleep is never a problem. The problem is only getting out of the bed. And then prapya varanya bodhata. Then start your spiritual practice. And what is said here? Kshurasya dhara nishita duratya. It is like walking on the razor's edge. Now, what is the meaning of razor's edge walking? On the razor's edge, you have to walk all by yourself. You cannot have a company. Friends, spiritual path is by the one to the one, all alone, without becoming lonely in life. See, friends, in our religion, we are told brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasi. Vanaprasthashram is a period in the life of a married person wherein he has to now change his lifestyle. Up to the stage of grihastha, before he becomes vanaprastha, vanaprastha means readiness to go to the forest. So when we go to forest, you are all alone. So how do we practice? The practice is done, first of all, stop taking help from anybody. Do your job. See, when we conduct our retreats, in the residential retreats, we suggest to them, but they never listen. I also don't care. So our suggestion is, for the residential retreat, if you are coming, come either wife or husband. Don't come together. Because if they come together, there again the same samsara begins. See? So in the morning, that husband normally gets up early in the morning in every family. And Maharani is lying on the bed. Then he goes and prepares a cup of tea or coffee and gives to that Maharani. And then she is able to move. Now when they go to the retreat, there also the same story. There you have come for something different. See? Then he will go to the bathroom and from there he will shout, "Where is my toothbrush?" And then this Maharani will shout at him, "Are you blind? It is there only." And when he gets the Maha Mantra banging in the morning, he feels now he is normal. Every day the same thing. Discover freedom. See, friends, constantly depending on this or that. No. Many years before, maybe about 40 years, 35 years before, in Kedarnath, we had a very good group with us, maybe about 40, 50 people. And when we reached there, nice, everything was over. And then I told them, I said, "Hey, among you, those who are married and above the age of 60, please let us meet behind the temple." So we all came. And there is a difficulty to get the garlands and all that. So with great difficulty, we could get one garland. I said, now we'll recycle it. This is what a prosperity is. In USA, when they give me the garland, I keep it properly, nicely. I said, keep it in the fridge. Tomorrow you can recycle it. I don't mind. So we had only one garland there. Then I told that young, old couple, I said, now, when you got married, first who garlanded whom? The girl garlands the man, husband, and then husband garlands her. Is it not? Yes. Now here it is your second marriage, but different way. Now first the husband will garland the wife, and then the wife will garland the husband. So we had about 3-4 couples like that. After that was done. Swamiji, what is the meaning of this remarriage? I said, now listen. If in your family, if husband was a boss and constantly banging the wife, from now onwards, the position has changed. The wife is the boss and she will bang the husband. When I said like that old lady started jumping. Swamiji, thank you very much. See, friends, get out of this possessiveness. become so possessive. No. Spiritual practice is done by nobody. When you are nobody, you don't have to bother for any thoughts. Thoughts cannot come if you are nobody. We have done this experiment. We are constantly going on and on and on. See? And that nobody status we have in our deep sleep. Extend it when you are awake. And before you become somebody. See? So, nobody is responsible for anything in our life. We are responsible. And what is responsibility? We are seeking happiness. Don't seek happiness. Express happiness. For expressing happiness, what is the technique? Technique is our life's expressions are through body, speech and mind. Therefore, through the body, expressing happiness is begin your day in an inspired mode. And whatever you are doing, do it cheerfully, happily, creatively. And a happy person cannot be destructive. A miserable person cannot be constructive. We become extremely miserable and then we don't like other people happy. See? There is a couple in one of our retreats in Australia, it happened. So, morning time only, that couple came and said, Swamiji, last night he was snoring so loudly, I could not sleep whole night. I said, therefore you slept in meditation? Yes, that's why I slept in meditation. Then I used to wake him up. Don't sleep. Don't snore so loudly. He will get up and he will say, I am not snoring. And again continue. Krrr, krrr. My whole night was destroyed. So, what should I do? I said, I got only one solution to all the problems. Think properly. What is the proper thinking? Proper thinking is, what he tells, he is not snoring is right. You are taking his side. I said, no, I am telling you the truth. The one who was snoring was not your husband. Because in the deep sleep, we are nobody. Now this poor husband, who cannot look at you eye to eye, is so afraid of you. How come he is now so loudly in deep sleep? Because I am no more a husband and therefore one sixer. Krrr, krrr. What we have to understand? When you are nobody, you are happy. Whenever you are somebody, you are miserable. See, friends. Therefore, now next step comes. But we have to live in this world as somebody. You are perfectly right. See? Like here, I am a speaker, you are a sleeper. No, you are a listener. It was a slip of tongue. So, you are a listener, I am a speaker. Now, yes, we are. But you tell a be nobody how to do that. Now, be attentive. Our Maha Mantra you have heard. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. This is the Maha Mantra. Now, at this moment, where are we? We are in a satsanga. So, when are we? During the satsanga. Then what should be we? Satsangi. And if you are satsangi, 100%, you will not listen as mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. But who is listening now? See, this is what I learned in Bombay after my first day talk was over. One Sindhi lady, she came. Nice round figure, no sharp edges. She came and then she told me, Swamiji, today your lecture was so good, perfectly meant for my daughter-in-law. You come and tell her at home. I said, hey Maharani, you have come, you heard, but you don't want to change. And that your daughter-in-law who has not come, who doesn't want to hear, will she change? Because who was listening? A satsangi was not listening. A mother-in-law was listening. See, my friends, spirituality is not external decorum. See, simple thing. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. If you are driving a car, be a driver 100%. But there also, in the car also, there is a shouting, discussion, and backbench driving. You take this way, you take that way. I know I am going home, and tagang. Because the one who was driving was no more a driver, he was unfortunate husband. See, friends, day to day experiences of our life. Whenever you are disturbed, you have become somebody. And we have to become somebody. But this much we have to remember, where are we, when are we, and what are we? The net result will be, we will be 100% in the present. When we are 100% in present, you don't require any efforts. The moment you go to other place than where you are, the moment you go to other time when you are, and the moment you become somebody, then what you are now, the samsara begins. See? One of my very good friend, his son in Australia, Newcastle. There is Newcastle there also. Because Britishers only have gone to Australia. So the same names are there, town names. So my friend had a son. Now he is married and doctor. He was small, class 6 or 7. Just to talk to him, I said, hey, tell me something which I don't know about Australia. And you are from India, is it not? Yes. Do you go to India? Yes, we go every year. I said, very good. Now tell me something. You know, he gave me the highest knowledge. He says, Swamiji, when we go to India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए. See how simple life is. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. See, one more example I'll give you. One lady, I had never seen her, but she must have been seeing me. And then she called me, talked to me from probably Canada or USA somewhere. And Swamiji, now I have decided to come to India and settle there. I said, where are you? I am in Canada. I said, very good, then be there only. Why you come to this country? There is no need. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is our home. Why don't you understand more than where you are? What is important is wherever you are, how you are. That is important. So stay there, enjoy life. No, Swamiji, I have decided, I have already sold out my house, I am coming and I am dishing, I have got already a house, my relations have purchased the house for me and I am going to go and stay there in Himalayas. And then Himalaya goes in their head. And then she came and started living in that house, and that house was a fake one. It was not her house. All money that was sent by her was looted by the relations. Friends, trust a snake, don't trust relations. We all suffer only because of relatives. See, our condition is like what? When our own tongue is beaten by our own teeth, where will you go? If some enemy comes and attacks me, I can kill him. See, friends, if somebody else's child is doing something nonsense, we can become philosophers. But when the same thing comes to our child, then we become miserable philosophers. Therefore, friends, changing the place, then imagining another person. Swamiji, I want to come to India and take sannyas and go get a guru. So you please advise me. When should I come? I want you to be available to me so that I can get a good guru. I said, what is your budget? When you are searching for a guru, I must know your budget. According to budget, I can show you varieties of gurus. See? And I told him, why you want to come here in Himalaya and do meditation? What is important is, if you are happy wherever you are in meditation. Meditation is not done to suffer. But my observation is, all those who are doing meditation, they are the most miserable people. Constantly sitting, don't disturb. Meditation in progress. We are already disturbed inside. No, relax. See, friends, don't overdo. Don't go the wrong way. Therefore, what is the wrong way we are going? Seeking happiness through body, through action, through interaction. Instead of that, express happiness through your body. And how to express happiness? This Mahamantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. If you are 100%, you are happiest. Those who laugh, they don't think. And those who think, they don't laugh. And in both the cases, when you are laughing, you are in the present. When you think, you are not in the present. What I am telling you is everyday experience of our life. Therefore, friends, we are to remain in the utter present every moment. We all have to play different roles in life. Another example I'll tell you. A very good friend of mine, a brigadier, this happened in Bangalore many years before. He was in a very nice big position and all that. And I reached his house. He called me. He said, Swamiji, I'll be a little delayed, but you go to home. Every arrangement is made. I went to his house. And I was sitting with his wife, and then we were having tea and coffee. And he came. And after coming, he said, hey, did you give coffee to Swamiji? Wife said, you are at home, not in the office. Behave properly. Now, what I mean, see, you are a brigadier in the office. At home, when you come, you are chudiwala. See, friends, life becomes so simple. This is how expressing happiness through body means remain wherever you are 100%. Don't bring that old stuff. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो भी गए, भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. Why old people are not accepted by the youngsters is only because of this. See? When we were children, back home in India, when we were there, we used to climb on the tree, we used to play. But these days, children are all the time. So one child said, Dadaji, maybe then you had a tail, therefore you were climbing on the tree. Don't bring your dead past in the present. See, so important it is. And then what happens if we are grown ups? We have to teach the children. Let them live their life. One NRI parent was talking to, I went to somebody, his son or daughter in USA. And old people means what? Teach everybody, tell everything. They don't keep quiet. So the child was playing with his game. The old man said, all the time sitting, sitting at home. Go and play outside. He took his game, went, sat outside. And what else can he do? See, friends, remain at peace with yourself. Then another mantra is there. I am telling you what is the meaning of spiritual life. Who asked you? One of the statement is, who asked you? Many a times we get involved in anybody, whether it is necessary or not. When youngsters are talking, keep away, don't get involved with them. Another example. In Calcutta, one of my friend's daughter was getting married. And a particular time the marriage muhurta was there. And that time my lecture was somewhere. I said, I can't leave the lecture and come, I'll come afterwards. So when I didn't go for the marriage, she was already disturbed and angry, but everything was over. Then the dinner time, she said, I am not going to eat food unless Swamiji comes. So that poor fellow came all the way to pick me up. And all the young boys and girls sitting around the dining table. That is the time they do the maximum fun and all foul language is used. And then they have kept my thali plate on the main seat and others were sitting there. When I saw all that, I suddenly became angry. I don't want to sit here. I'll go and sit separately. And no lady should feed me. Today is my bratam. Only gents can give me food. And alone I'll eat in the separate room. Don't come. Everybody was shocked. I never become angry and shout at anybody. What happened to Swamiji? So the father said, I went and sat in the room. Then the food came and he said, Swamiji, I said, Dumbo, bait khale. Niche bait. I said, do you know? This time all young girls and boys, they are in a festive mood. They will be doing all rubbish things. To that new boy who is married and coming in this house, they will be adding more salt in something. They will take away his shoes. They will tie something and they will have fun. This is a fun time. And in that fun time, oldie goes and sits there. Their whole fun time will be destroyed. But oldies don't understand. Wherever there are youngsters, they will go there like a crow and watch. My friends, elders may get hurt what I am talking. But remember, I am also old. See? And if the youngsters say, Beta, aap aisa mat karo, who asked you? Did anybody ask? How much we talk unnecessary. And whether required or not required, we have to talk. Friends, we spend, let us take for calculation purpose, 8 hours of physical work. Energy expenditure is, let us take 1 unit. And if we talk for 1 hour, from 8 hours physical work to 1 hour speech. Energy consumption is 100 times more. And if we think 15 minutes intensely, energy consumption is 100 times more than required for talking. How much energy we are wasting? Non-stop. Caw, 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 caw. When there is a need, talk. When there is no need, don't talk. See? Bhagavad Gita tells Mauna as the tapasya, the spiritual practice. But the Mauna is what? Mana prasada, saumyatvam, maunam, atma vinigraha. Mauna is that you are not talking to yourself. Talk to others if required. But don't talk to yourself. Give it a try. When this we take as our spiritual practice, then all the problems of our life created by unwanted talking will be taken care of. See? There was one boy, very handsome, very nice to look at, and his mother was also very beautiful. So she told me this story. He said, Swamiji, please help me. I said, I don't give money to anybody. No, not that help. Then her problem was this. Swamiji, you see, I am very beautiful. I say, yes, Amma, you are beautiful. God has made many mistakes. You are also one of them. Tell, you are beautiful. Then, my son is also very handsome. So then, but he found out one girl with whom he wants to get married. She is so average. So I told him, I don't get worry, you marry to anybody, but at least she should be matching to you. But she is so useless. I even don't feel like calling her daughter-in-law. All this thing was heard by that girl. And the boy got married to that girl only. Now, see the story. Now, why America has bombarded Bahrain or Saddam Hussein? Because I am not beautiful. Why there is earthquake in Japan? Because I am not beautiful. Anything, anywhere happening, that girl used to say this statement, because I am not beautiful. And that one sentence, that she is not beautiful, killed that old lady for whole life. Now what is the principle? When that boy wants to get married, who are you to stop? Therefore, question is, who asked you? Did the boy ask, Mummy, should I get married to her or not? No. Why get involved in anybody's life? And we get involved by poking our nose. Therefore, start from oneself. Don't talk to yourself. And second thing, before we talk to others on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? Friends, I guarantee you, you will get an answer from within you. There is no need to talk to you. But we keep on blah, 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 goes on, blah, blah. And you must have seen, when somebody wants to make his or her point, whether it is pointless or what, they will be increasing their volume of voice so much that others have to keep quiet. See, about talking, Bhagavad Gita says that the anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam chayat. Talk in such a manner that you talk soft. See, do not talk in such a manner that you hurt somebody's feeling. Do not talk the lies. See, and do not talk when it is not required. In the 12th chapter, Bhagavan says, Anudveg Yasmanno dvijate lokaha lokanno dvijate chayaha harsha marsha bhayed muktahi. Such a devotee is dear to me. Anudvegakaram vakyam in the 16th chapter Bhagavan says, in the 12th chapter he says that Yasmanno dvijate lokaha. He because of whom others do not get hurt. And he who doesn't get hurt because of others, he is practicing the spiritual practice at the level of the speech. So, first of all, wherever you are, whenever you are, be 100% at body level. You have learned spirituality, express happiness through body. Then second is express happiness through speech. Don't talk unnecessarily. Talk minimum, you will be happy. Now we come to the mind. Life is expressing through body, speech and mind. Now mind. The best thing about the mind is, are we fed up of ourselves? Do we feel lonely? Do we want a company? Can we be ourselves independent of everything and yet cheerful and happy? See, we constantly want some kind or the other support. So spend some time every day, maybe morning time as I told you. Suppose you finish your everything 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 to 7. Lock yourself in your room and just be. And if you cannot, then take the Sri Guru Charana Sarojam, Surukaro Hanuman Chalisa, Ram Raksha Stotra. Slowly, slowly, the mind will be trained to wean away from the world and start living with itself without getting bored. We constantly want some company because we are fed up of ourselves. See, friends, this is our responsibility. But when we don't understand this, we blame others. Therefore, our scriptures tell, look here, in the last life you have done sin, therefore in this life you are suffering. See, but that person, why he is so happy, everything is happening good? Because in the last life he has done good karma. Therefore, in this life he is good. This is to tell that we are someone other than the body. In the last life, when did something good or bad, this body was not available. In the next life, when we will suffer or enjoy, this body will not be available. So we were available without this body earlier. We are available in this body now. We will be available after this body is dropped in the other body. What is the understanding? Understanding is we are someone other than the body. And what is that someone? So some name is given, Jiva or the soul. No, you are neither a soul nor a Jiva. You are divine. Papoham, Papa Karmaham, I am a sinner. No, you are not a sinner. You are divine. See, like in mathematics, etc., when something unknown is to be known, how do we do in mathematics? Suppose there are 4 pots, and in the pots there is milk. Pot number 1, 2, 3, 4. The milk is 2 liter, 4 liters, 6 liters, 8 liters. And the fat percentage in the different milk samples are 2%, 4%, 6%, 8%. And then you have mixed the whole milk together. The question is, what will be the average fat percentage in the milk sample? How do we start? Suppose the fat percentage will be X percent. And you supply, you give the answer book. Will you get a mark? You have to establish the value of X. In the same manner, if we have done something good or bad in the last life, we are suffering or enjoying, and in the next life we'll suffer and enjoy. Therefore, who are we? We are Jiva. Now establish the value of Jiva. Who is Jiva? It is from here we enter the real spiritual life. See, friends. And then we come to know Jiva is Bhagavan, Paramatma expressing through us with the limitations of the Panchakoshas. Rise above them, you are divine. Now to understand this, I'll give one simple example and conclude. Man is God. Man is Bhagavan. Man is Brahman. He is one. Now the same man, with reference to his father, he is called as son. The same man, with reference to his wife, he is called as husband. The same man, with reference to his son, he is called as the father. Now this man, has he become three? He is only one. And who becomes miserable? Who is worried? The son is worried because of the Hitler father. The husband is miserable because of the Mahakali. And the father is miserable because of the terrible son. Man is happy. What should be the spiritual practice? Play the role. And how to play the role? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. See, friends. In the same manner, we have played the role of a child in the child body. That has gone. Now we played the role of a teenager. When teenager body gone, that is gone. Then middle-aged body, play the role of the middle-aged. That is gone. Now old body, play the role of the old body. Keep your mouth shut. Everything is over. Like when the childhood body died, did we die? When the teenage body went away, what happened to us? We are the same. Middle-aged body has gone. Nothing happened to us. Now old age body will also go. Nothing will happen to us. If we are walking the spiritual path, and if a passing thought about our death comes in our mind, so far we have not walked the spiritual path even one moment. All the time afraid and fear of death, death, death. Death is a bluff. Nobody dies. That divine principle is our essential nature. Discover and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.